Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalists of Transylvania County, those of you in the room and those of you watching from home. I'm glad you're with us this morning. Ours is a congregation open to and welcoming to everyone, those of all races, sexual orientations, genders, national origins. I'm leaving out a whole bunch of stuff, but we don't, so that's the important part. We're glad that you're with us this morning. This is a very special service. This is the week of our Unitarian Universalist General Assembly. There are 4 of us who are delegates to the General Assembly. It's all virtual this year due to the pandemic, but we're able to attend workshops and vote on business resolutions while we're doing all of this. And this service is what every Unitarian Universalist can tune into. So we're glad that you get to see this national service with us all. And those of you who are here in the room, you get to share the experience together. I will light our chalice. Let us remember we are not isolated beings. This flame reminds us to draw. Let's try this. This flame reminds us to draw from the strength of one another, to know that we are not alone. The warmth of this flame reminds us of the ability of religion to help comfort us in times of trial. And let us remember the joy as well as this flame dances. And now, I invite you to enjoy the service as presented by the Unitarian Universalist Association. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to the Sunday morning worship service at the 2021 General Assembly. My name is Jennifer Crow and I'm one of the ministers at the First Universalist Church of Minneapolis, and we are so glad that you are here with us. If you're joining us live on Sunday morning, we hope you'll use the chat if you're able and let us know where you're coming in from and say hello to each other there. First Universalist Church is a faith community that welcomes, affirms, and protects the light in each and every human heart, that listens deeply to where love is calling us next, and with humility, compassion, and courage acts for justice in the world. We do all of this as a faith community that is deeply committed to dismantling white supremacy culture and building the beloved community, a place where all can be free and feel a sense of belonging and wholeness. We welcome you to this place and space. We come to you today from Minneapolis, Minnesota, from First Universalist Church, from the shores of Bede-Makaska and the contemporary and traditional homelands of the Anishinaabe and Dakota peoples, the original stewards of this land. We come to you uplifting the name of these lands and the community members from these nations who reside alongside us. We come to you from Falcon Heights, from Brooklyn Center, and from George Floyd Square. We acknowledge the trauma that is deeply embedded in the foundation of this country, the genocide, enslavement, and ongoing occupation and oppression that has impacted indigenous communities, communities of color, and immigrant and other communities, the culture of colonization and white supremacy that injures us all. We acknowledge the communities of resistance that continue to side with love, teaching us through their persistence, courage, and creativity that another way is possible. Here in this particular place, and in all of the places that you are, we invite you to bring your full self into the present moment. Breathing in and breathing out, we connect across space and time. We heal ourselves and each other as we tell the truth in love. Welcome once again to this shared experience of hope and healing. Our chalice lighting today is led by some of the members of First Universalist Church's single parents community. These families have been meeting faithfully together over Zoom throughout the pandemic, offering care and support to each other during these challenging times. Please join us in lighting your own chalice as we light our chalice led by Reverend Sarah Smalley and these families.
Please join in the words for the lighting of the chalice.
Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law.
This is our great covenant.
Together in peace. To dwell together in peace.
To seek the truth in love.
And to help one another.